Hello, Miss Amigos and Possible Amigos. My name is Taffer16, and welcome back to another episode of Reading Your Comments, episode 197. It is Sunday, or maybe Saturday if you're watching this a day early on Patreon. For those who don't know, the Patrons have the option to watch these, as well as the reaction videos up to a day early, sometimes more. And of course, you get your name in the video description as well. But regardless what day you're watching this on, let's go ahead and read some comments. Speaking of your older content getting more views, given the recent Lumley Invader Girl reboot, that video now is finally past 10k. Hoping you'll do a follow-up to that now? Maybe. I didn't know there was a recent reboot, but makes sense why it pushed that video over. I think the that terrible Hitler sitcom, Hail Honey, I'm Home, I think that has close to 10k now as well. Unfortunately, we can't do a sequel to that because there's only one episode ever released. Talks about using embedded to not get ads. 5 seconds later, I get ads. Well, can't win them all. I'm very impressed that after 18 episodes of you reading comments and no one told you who won the final Robot Wars. Well done, Internet. Yeah, I honestly, it is pretty impressive, especially considering after the first episode I didn't think I'd do any more, and I think I said, who wins, I don't care if you tell me. But they didn't tell me anyway, so I'm thankful for it. If we're going straight to Series 5 of Robot Wars, I think that might be best, but missing Extreme is a bit of an interesting thing to do. Extreme was basically Robot Wars trying to do Raw, but unfortunately it's a very split affair. Some episodes were like watching Triple H era Raw, and others were like watching Rampage. Which Triple H era Raw are you talking about? You talking about Triple H booked era Raw, or Triple H as Unstoppable Mega Champion era Raw? Because if you're talking about Unstoppable Mega Champion Triple H, then that was bad, and so is Rampage. So, but on the subject of Robot Wars, I could do Extreme first. I know Steven's going to use his points on Series 5, but that doesn't mean I have to do it immediately. So I'll take that into account. We'll see. Chaos 2 beat Hypnodisc in the Series 3 final because it didn't have a self-rider, which it now does. Yeah, well, should have had some wheel protection. Copyright blocking has only happened in a recent month since Mech Plus became a platform for HD Robot Wars, and it targets some fights but not others for robots who got DVD merch. Oh, so that's why. Okay, well thank you for letting me know that piece of information. I did not know that. Interesting you talk about Ardell leading his own show without giving any spoilers away. There's a series that you watched an episode of this year where he does lead the show for a couple years. It still has a hint of Dougal in him, but a much smarter person. I know what show you're talking about. I've had that aspect spoiled for me. But I don't know if we'll get that deep in that show, but we'll see. Love this. Will you be doing the next season of Ghost in preparation for next month's Christmas special? Yes, in fact, that Series 2 of Ghosts should be released on the channel, I think, on Thursday. It's also impossible to watch My Hero, even in the UK. The complete series has never been released on DVD. I think you can find them all on Dailymotion if you really want to see them. There's some more Peter Serafinowicz Butterfield sketches that were made for a CBBC show called Fit. They're all on YouTube and worth watching. Okay, well, maybe I could just watch a whole episode of Fit, or I could just compile the sketches, one or the other. I was just looking at Peter Serafinowicz's I Am at DB page. He was in a comedy drama with Dylan Moran of Black Books called How Do You Want Me? The sitcom Hardware with Martin Freeman. He played Brian Butterfield in an episode of Shooting Stars, and was in a TV series called Mr. Sloan with Nick Frost and Olivia Colman, just name a few. All that sounds pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I might have to do some research into that. Please could you react to Peter K's comeback announcement? Sure.
Hey, look, it's Peter K. Hey, garlic bread!
Hey, it's the future, lads!
It sure is.
Hey, when you back on tour?
Next month.
When can I get me tickets?
They go on sale on Saturday.
You can't, they're probably all sold out.
Did you get your mum that bungalow?
Yeah, he wants a new carpet now.
Damn.
He's finally back with his first new live stand-up show for 12 years.
Wow.
See Peter K. live. Tickets are on sale Saturday the 12th at 10 a.m.
Again, probably not anymore. It really is great to see him back, though. I mean, it's obvious I've reacted to almost everything he's done television show-wise on the channel. And I'm just a huge fan of him and his comedy, and I think I've heard that those shows are already sold out. So, but maybe he'll make a special, like a television special. We were talking about that in Twitch chat the other day. Maybe he'll make his television special. I think that'd be really cool. And I do wonder what the ramifications of this will end up being as well, as in, like, is he just going back to stand-up, or will he be resuming projects? You know, because people had told me for the longest time, oh, they're gonna make season 2 of Max and Patty. They're gonna do it. Trust me, it's gonna happen. And the whole time I'm like, okay, I guess we'll see. I mean, he's been gone for a while, so I guess we'll see. But maybe it's a real possibility now. Chris Morris can probably get away with the "it's not cool to be weird" when he's shouting it at Mark Heap. Yeah, that's fair enough. Few Christmas episode recommendations. One Foot in the Grave, Season 2, Episode 7, and Season 3, Episode 1. Only Fools and Horses, Season 3, Episode 8. 8 out of 10 Cats, Season 12, Episode 12. Okay, I probably have something for Only Fools. 8 out of 10 Cats, I have a Christmas special. I don't know if it's that one, but I have one. And One Foot in the Grave, possibly, yeah. The Lady at 8 Minutes in Brass Eye was Hugh Dennis's wife in Outnumbered. Claire Skinner. Yeah, I don't know how I can never recognize her. Like, I always recognize Hugh Dennis, but for whatever reason, she always just skips my mind. Couple references to Shakespeare in that Good Life episode. That I Bit My Thumb speech was the opening to Romeo and Juliet, where two sides get into a fight. Not sure whether you got the Shylock reference, I did not, but he's a character from Merchant of Venice who demands payment for a pound of flesh, knowing it would likely kill the person he was demanding it from. Jerry meant business with that insult. God damn, he sure did. And Margot deserved it, but again, I will reiterate from that episode, a deal's a deal. Like, she was being a bitch about it, but they made a deal, and they didn't uphold their side of the bargain, so, you know. The lead scene in the Good Life reaction was a funny scene. Maybe it's part of a bits, that's why it's copyrighted. I think that's exactly it. Yeah, they've gone to copywriting just sections of the show instead of full episodes, which works for me. It's been a while since we've done Blackadder Goes Forth, but it shows how beloved Stephen Fry's performance is in that show. That studio audience breaks into applause when he puts on a fake mustache. You know, speaking of Blackadder, I have some plans for Blackadder come January. That's all I'll say for now. Each series of QI features a letter of the alphabet starting with A, and they're currently up to Series T, I think. What happens when they get for the whole alphabet? Did they end the show? Or they just start doing double A, double B? Alright, y'all, that's gonna do it for another episode of Reading Your Comments. The comments in this video were pulled, give me 1 second, from the following videos. Last week's episode of Reading Your Comments, episode 196, American Rex Robot Wars, the 4 Wars, the grand finale, the complete first series of My Hero, Peter Serafinowicz Show 6, Brass Eye 4, Good Life 4, and QI. If you want a chance to get your comments read in next week's episode of Reading Your Comments, the videos to comment on are as follows. The reaction video that came out, this video, the reaction video that came out yesterday, which was Have I Got News For You? The reaction video comes out tomorrow, and the ones that come out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Those are the videos to comment on if you want a chance to get your comment read in next week's episode of Reading Your Comments. But that is going to do it for me today. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like. If you didn't like it, don't. If you want to follow any of my social media links, my Twitch, where I stream every single day, my second channel for 16 views, my Twitter, if you want to follow me on my Patreon, if you want to support me on my daily motion, all those things are in the video description down below, as well as the Twitch Files channel and the community Reddit. Also in the video description, you can find the names of all my Patrons. For those who don't know, you can be a patron of me for as little as $1 or £1. And in addition to getting your name in the video description, you also get access to direction videos, as well as reading comments up to a day early, sometimes a lot more. Recently, it's been a lot more. With all that being said, though, my name is Taffy. It's been episode 197 of Reading Your Comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.